Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Minions of the Zoo. I am your host, Johnny Hellcat, and with me today is Sanguine.
Good evening, all.
How you doing today?
I'm doing grand, and yourself?
Oh, not too bad. It was a rough day at work, but I got through it.
What exactly was the issue? I know that you talked a little bit about it beforehand, but not sure if you want to talk about it on stream.
Well, it's moreover, I understand people get stressed when things happen in regards to emergencies. But you can't go to a hospital, and expect not to pay anything.
Yep. But a lot of people expect to get other people's time, skills, know-how, and treatment for nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I can take a look to see if the claims that were submitted were done correctly. But based on what I'm seeing, I don't see that. So, you're just going to have to buck the fuck up.
Yeah, it's one of the things that is what makes U.S. healthcare as expensive as it is, and people like to ignore, is part of the reason why U.S. healthcare is as expensive as it is because everyone that is willing to pay has to cover everyone that isn't.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that we can do to decrease the price, but it's always going to be higher than it should be as long as there's a chunk of the population that goes, no, I don't feel like paying.
Yeah. Hey there, Rotten. Hey, Mr. Yes, and how's it going, Hammer? I have the game ready to go, but talking with Sanguine before, it brought up a story that I wanted to look for.
Mm-hmm.
And I did find an animal attack, but granted, it's not your average animal attack. It's not wild.
I'm kind of hoping that rather than it being an animal attacking a human, it's a human attacking an animal in the weirdest way. Not in a way that ends up with the animal actually injured, but like Crackhead jumped over and tried to bite a rodeo bull.
You know, in Florida, I can see that happening.
Yeah, exactly.
But unfortunately, no. This one's actually kind of just on the story. It's at the headline itself. We'll bring it over here. A woman with dozens of caged animals was attacked by her own dog.
So the dog was trying to save the other animals from the sounds of it.
Let's see. The Pueblo County Sheriff's Office said they are attributing a 76-year-old woman's death to a dog attack. According to the PCSO, the woman was found in her home Monday night, February 3rd. When deputies arrived at the residence of the 4800 block of Jefferson Boulevard on Monday night, they found the woman unresponsive and several dogs loose in the home. At least a dozen more dogs were in cages inside the home, the PCSO said. The Sheriff's Office said they worked with animal law enforcement to seize the dogs from the home and another related property. Related? Does that mean it's there? Like, it would have to be the same
It would have to be under that woman's name and only under that woman's name.
Huh. So not necessarily in the same place, but the same owner.
It could be a storage locker that she owns. Or could be a separate property that she owns in the area. So if she had her primary residence and then a secondary home or a garage that wasn't attached to the property, something like that. It could be one of those, or like I said, storage unit.
Okay. Let's see here. Property, where were we? Right there. Animal law enforcement would not tell KRDO 13 if they had been to the home before to share the status of the dog seized. No further information is available at this time. Into the death is active and ongoing. At this time, as the investigation into the death is active. Okay, there we go. Thought I got confused there for a second. When I heard about what happened, I was just totally surprised. I mean, I just couldn't believe that was a dog attack. Hope Wood told KRDO 13, a source familiar with the matter. Would often stop by the house where the death occurred when walking her dog. Wood would see the elderly mother and her adult daughter working in the yard and stop to say hello. The neighbors thought the mother-in-law mother-daughter duo bred dogs. But Wood and her husband said most of the time they saw 2 or 3 dogs around the home. And that's literally it. So we'll have to keep our eyes open for that ongoing.
To me, it sounds like she was running a puppy mill.
Sounds like it.
And because she wasn't training her dogs right, or because a dog saw her acting a certain way to another dog, jumped in and ended up killing her.
Yeah, could be. They just got a wild hair up their ass and... You know what? I'm going to be a pack animal now.
Yep. And Hammer was curious, did they mention what breed?
No, they did not. They just said dogs. Start by eating my ass.
Well, you are in what seems to be a hotel, so...
Yeah.
They seem to have already gotten the room ready for you.
Squirt? Who says squirt anymore? Hey, Six.
Hey, Six, how it goes? I occasionally hear people say squirt. Granted, it's as common as people saying whippersnapper,
Yeah.
but I've heard both.
Although I did have an 87-year-old retiree say that I was too young to have a go at her.
Old broad was horny but funny. I approve.
Yeah, no, I was kind of taken aback by it.
That just reminded me of an absolute horror story from when I was an EMT. This didn't happen to me, and I wasn't there to witness this, but it was something that was told around the guys that I worked with, where one of the guys was going into the room to do the normal, hey, how you doing, as he entered the room. The old woman is just absolutely going to fucking town on herself. So he steps out, rather embarrassed, saying that I'll give you a few moments, then I'll come back in. Sorry to interrupt. So he steps out and goes back in a bit later. Woman's not doing anything anymore. He starts talking to her. She starts absolutely going to town on herself again. Like 3 or 4 times this happens. Then finally he's able to talk to the woman, and his partner comes in. They get her transitioned over to the stretcher. And as that guy is at the foot of the stretcher, the old woman is just staring at his back, and the person behind sees her start up again. So from that point, every time that those two EMTs saw each other, the EMT that was the one at the back of the stretcher, after telling the guy that this had happened, just would raise a couple fingers towards his nose and just do a to fuck with him. It's one of those, what the fuck is going on with people? But it's constant in EMS. Because, yeah, there's also the story that I've told you before, I think, of the, oh, I'm shitting. I told you that story, right?
Between that one and my cat scratching.
That's the same story.
Oh, that's the same lady?
Yep. The same lady that did the, oh, I'm shitting. And then after a pause went, and it's not a normal shit, it's a pussy shit. Was also the same one that started up with the, my back itches. And then told my partner to scratch her kitty because her kitty was itching.
That's a good one, 6. And I got an achievement. Missing and poisoned. I
always hate when you have that one enemy. It's in every JRPG. There's that one enemy that all they do is they stack every fucking disable on you. They poison, they silence, they paralyze, they doom, they... And you're just going, son of a bitch, just let me get through this fucking fight.
Let's go to the hotel here.
Because those are always the enemies that fuck with me the most in all these games.
Yeah. I wonder if I can sneak off to a stronger enemy here.
Try to find that border area where it's just entering into a higher level.
Yeah. There's always at least a little bit of a stronger enemy over there, so...
Yep.
I think I know where to go for that. Because that's where I'm supposed to go, that town there.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to sneak over here.
Need to grind some more.
Oh, come on, they're weak too. Apparently not. So I wonder if I actually have to use... Oh yeah, that's it. For slimes, of course you gotta use magic.
Yep. You have to use magic, and you have to use the right kind of magic.
Yeah, I'm not gonna press it that hard.
Not going to go back up to the top.
I'm not gonna go all the way up there. I'm just gonna see if oh, here we go.
Even though you were curious about what's up there?
Oh no, I already know what's up there. I'm just trying to see how well I can grind.
Did you already go back? Because last time that you were at the mountain, you got to the top, you did the little cutscene.
Oh no, here? No, I didn't do this one. This is... I think I got to about here. And I think I got attacked on... I think I died on that one.
Oh. So it was a different mountain that you did that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Special attack there. Hey, human. Hey, Red Feather.
Oh, goes you too.
Whoops. Ah, that was pointless.
Press your luck. Keep climbing.
Well, I'll be going there eventually, so... It's just a matter of... How soon do I want to keep going up there?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I could have healed. That. Okay. At 1. Yeah, we're good there. Actually, now that you mentioned it, Tyler, I did Muay Thai today, right after I got off work, and I wore a Carhartt shirt, thinking it'll be no big deal, it'll be fine. It was not fine.
Did you see how much water you had lost?
Do I need to turn the game down? I should probably do that. I thought I had the game down. Is it the music that's too high? I could probably change that in here too. Music volume. At least we have some music. So I don't know if most of you know. Carhartts are work shirts, essentially. So it's very thick, and I, shouldn't have. I should have put a lighter shirt on, that's for sure. Meg. Meg is not only in this one, but she's in the sequel as well. And I think she's in 3 as well. Now that I think about it.
The way that you said that, I'm guessing that's an exception. Most of the characters aren't.
There's a few characters that are in all 3. Let's see here. Futch is in all 3. Let's see. He's a Dragon Knight that you meet in the beginning of the game. If you complete the game, technically this character is in 2, but not in 3. I'd have to look at the roster to verify. Going off the top of my head is kind of difficult. Yeah, those people always want to get your face, but okay, hee hee. George is in 2 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
Vicky's in all of them. Let's see. I'll worry about the pointy hat. Yeah, I'd have to look at the roster before.
Being able to rattle off all of them.
Yeah. People are breaking shit. Yeah, there is a thing you can get. They have a sound rune guy in this one. Who can change the tones, so the bleeps and bloops that you can hear, the bleeps, the creeps, and the sweeps, you can change those to various other sounds. Time to whip some ass.
What answer are you trying to get, Rotten?
Something about anonymity. I'm trying to get someone on Twitter to give an actual reason for someone to show their face, and if that changes an argument. Which it really doesn't.
Yeah. The argument stands or fails on its own merit. The only reason that it would matter is if there's some benefit out of showing your face, which sometimes people find people with exposed faces more reliable, but that's not a logical reason, that's just an emotive one. And people like attractive people, so if you're pretty as shit, then yeah, showing your face can be beneficial in that respect, but it can also cause a bunch of freaks to look at you.
Let's see. Victor is in 2, but only referenced in 3.
Okay.
Joining the rebels would be madness. Yeah. Sanchez. Humphrey's in 2 as well. And he, if they still have the shortcut that you can take, once you get, there's a part in 2 where I can't remember which town in the middle, but it's like the middle of the map for the world map. There's a gate that is locked, and it's being blocked off, and you can't do anything until they let you through. But they have it so that the collision, instead of having it as a door, they have it as a block. So if you push the block, it moves. So you can push the gate up into the further parts of the map.
That's glorious.
And so that gets you into the it gets you into a later part of the map that you're not supposed to get into until like way later in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you can survive, being that they're higher level characters, you can actually get Humphrey, Flick, and someone else. I don't remember offhand who. But you kind of start their storyline, because it's supposed to be you bump into Humphrey and not Flick. I can't remember his name now. The Dragon Knight, Futch, and you bump into him, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go find this dragon, and we're still in this area. There's rumors that there's dragons over here." This little kid who him and Futch get along, and they're just like, "Oh, well, we're gonna go up here and find a dragon." And the kid's like, "Oh, that's so awesome! I'm gonna go do this," and he ends up running off and getting lost in the area.
Mm-hmm.
So what you can do is that you can leave the kid there and then just continue on with the rest of the story.
Nice.
So that kid's going to be kidnapped for essentially what would be years. And then when you get to that part of the story, well, I guess it would be more months than years, but once you get to that part of the story, like, a significant amount of time has passed in the game.
Sounds like the kid shouldn't have run off.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find... while we're talking about it. One roster. Okay, Remio actually joins in 2.
Mm-hmm.
Clive, if you can catch him, He's in 2. Let's see here. Fudge. Humphrey. Kasumi. He's in 2, but not in 3. Valeria is in 2, but not in 3. Tanger and Hicks are in 2. Taiho is in 2. Stallion's in 2. Sheena's in 2, but not in 3. Meg's in 2 and 3. Luke's in all 3. Lorelei's in 1 and 2, but not 3. But she's in 4.
That's strange.
Well, 4 is the sequel, prequel to 1.
Okay.
So, yeah. And I will leave the fate of the bad guys if I get to that point, which I don't know if I will.
I always hate softening rice paper.
You know what? I'll just put on here. Should I execute that one guy? So I will explain who that one guy is, just so it's not completely without reason. When you start the game, you are assigned to a general, one of the generals of for the services of the Empire. And he is a dickhead, for lack of a better term.
Wait, is it the French constable-looking dude?
Yes.
Okay.
And so you have a chance coming up later, and I don't know if it's this part or coming up, but you have a chance to kill him. So it's like, do I kill him? Maybe.
He looks French, so I think my vote's clear.
And so with our one vote, yes.
Yes.
So, yeah. Actually, you know what? I think I will do... Oh, I can't save it out here. I have to save it here. Fine. Game. Is there an option item person here? Okay, let's see. Not you. Is there an item shop? Yes, there is. Okay. fine. Ass loads of medicine for that guy. Grady Mansion is on fire.
There we go.
Yeah, I would. You raise an interesting point. Medicina. You know, this game used to be where you would if you were low on health and you gained a level, you would actually
would you get the full regen?
You would get full regen for a new level, yeah.
Yep.
Always preferable.
Yeah, I love when it's full regen upon level.
Okay, so that's nice. How's it going, Keishel? I acquired an antique. Oh, I didn't want to go that way, but oh well. I should have saved by fire for this one, but oh well. Let's go with you. Got countered. What the hell is wrong with you?
Beat him with hammers. He has failed.
Punch. 1,000 punch. Okay. One of the many currencies followed by Hey there, Camel.
That's weird.
How goes?
You fuckers are coming through my speakers, not my headset.
Yeah, we're
I'll be right
also
back.
coming through. It sounds like a wrong mic.
Well, the... Oh, it wouldn't be the mic, it would be the headset.
Well, I'm saying it sounded like he's coming through the wrong mic. Because it sounded roomier. Kind of like when it's my webcam that picks up rather than my Yeti.
Yeah. Okay, no extra guys. Craze, that's the guy's name. I think Craze is the one who, because he kidnaps someone's wife.
Bit of a dick move, kidnapping someone's wife.
Yeah.
Go.
And so I am going to try the little game here. So this is going to be the coin toss. Can we do the 10,000 one? Yes, we can. Well, shit.
Man, I swear when
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
rolling rice paper wrappers, I end up with one of two types of rolls when it comes to that. It's either the rice paper will stick to anything but me, so it won't stick to my hands at all, making it so it just slips right through. Or it'll stick to just me and nothing else. Both of which really suck when you're making rice paper rolls.
Lunar eclipses are alright. I'm gonna try it again. Alright. We got this. Well, shit. I had a feeling. My first instinct was the right.
I had to unplug my fucking headphones. Or not my headphones, my speakers. So that way I could hear you through my headphones. For whatever reason, my computer, being the retard that it is, decided, hey, we'll let you talk through the microphone in front of your face that's attached to your headset, but we won't play the audio through the headset.
Huh.
That's really weird.
Yeah, that's the first time it's ever happened.
So how's your day going?
Fucking peachy.
Always a good start.
Yep.
Alright, I'll go one more.
We've been shorthanded all week at work because one lazy bitch decided she's gonna no call no show on Monday, and then when she heard that some folks at work were talking shit about her, decided I'm gonna call her the rest of the week.
She was expecting people not to talk shit about the no call no show.
Yeah, it's like my thing is like, all right, it's not that hard to find a certified nursing aide. Fire the bitch.
Yeah. I would expect if I was a no call no show for them to talk shit about me.
Like, it's a person, I guess they had worked there previously, but they just hired back in like less than a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's like, or maybe roughly a month.
Yeah, I would expect, being that fresh of a hire, that if I no called no showed, I would be just shit canned on the spot.
Yeah.
But even if I wasn't expecting a shit can, I would still expect everyone that was working that day to chat shit about me because I was a no-call no-show. And that's what you do with no-call no-shows. You chat shit about them.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, apparently, I don't know how close they are, but it's not a close family member. A family member of theirs is got the cancer. It's like, okay. So it's not your mom, it's not your dad, it's not your brother, your sister, your kid. Why is it your responsibility?
I can kind of get that if you're in healthcare and one of your family members within a certain distance of you gets a condition like that. A lot of families do assume that you'll take care of them.
See, you, sir, are being generous in your assessment of this person, because, if that's the case, if you had to go, to the city to seek care for your family member, why the fuck couldn't you have called?
Yep.
Like,
that was what I was
They have cell service in central Oklahoma.
Yep. That was what I was going to say. That I can understand.
You can find somebody with a charger cable to charge your phone if it dies. Or if you're at a hospital, you can be like, hey, man, can I borrow your phone real fast? Bing, bang, boom. I need to call my job. None of that fucking happened.
Yep.
And then after we're chatting shit to a person that we know is going to run her mouth because it's like a fucking sewing circle. Like, oh yeah, next day, like, of course they call in late, or they don't even call in. They send a text message to the nurse.
Yep.
Like, nah, bitch, that ain't calling in. Like, I need to hear you on the phone. I need to hear your voice. I don't hear like cracking or anything because like you're stressed, you're worried, none of that.
But what I was saying is that I could get that being a reason why you would call in.
And Rotten makes a fair point too. It's like, or she could have just went ahead and quit the job, since apparently this is her responsibility to take care of this family member.
See, I wouldn't have quit the job, but I would have absolutely called in, and that was what I was saying that I can understand.
Yeah.
I can understand.
We're getting to levels of like, bad manners.
Yeah.
Professionally and personally, that's just, it galls me. Like, you couldn't even make a phone call?
Like I said, I could understand that being the reason why you had to call out.
Yeah.
That was what I was saying. I wasn't saying that's a good reason for a no-call, no-show. I was saying that I can understand if someone isn't able to work because, oh shit, turns out family member has XYZ, I'm the person that knows this, so for the short term, I'm looking after them. I won't be in work this week. Absolutely, no problem. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But a no-call, no-show, I agree. Nope, that doesn't make sense.
Followed by a
because you can call
text
in.
message the next day that was not at the beginning of the shift, not at before the shift. It was like an hour or two into the shift.
Yep.
Hey, I'm gonna need the rest of the week off. Like, why not? You've already taken 40% of it.
Yep.
It's not like we have, things that we have to do that require a certain number of people, which is the whole point of why you were hired in the fucking first place. Couldn't be that.
Yeah, I would definitely say that they should notify. They should have called in. So, again, not saying, oh, this justifies the no-call, no-show. Just saying, yeah, I can understand why someone in healthcare would go, I can't come in this week. Turns out family member has condition X. I'm taking care of them. Boom.
Yeah. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand the idea of, taking care of a family member while they're in hospital, because I fucking did it because...
Yep.
The staffing of the hospital wasn't all that great, and this was a major hospital.
Yep.
I can understand that, but yeah, she was also a lazy worker when she was there anyway.
Yeah, and that's shit that...
Like she has scored no points with me.
Yep.
In my dealings with her, so I'm not nearly willing to be charitable.
Yep.
Fuck you, get out. I'll find somebody else. This is why I'm not in management.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I would fire you from the job in a hot second, and, I'd have to consider whether or not to fire you out of a fucking cannon after that to get you off the premises.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's how my day's gone, because, like I said, we've been minimum one short all week. We had another one that's on our shift that does transport to doctor's appointments and stuff. So when she shows up, she's already worked a full shift, taking people here, there, and everywhere.
Yep.
Sometimes in town, sometimes out of town. So she could have been on the road for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours before she even comes to clock in and do her regular job.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
I've dealt with the highway hypnotism. I don't feel like doing a lot of vigorous activity after driving 8 hours.
Yep.
I want to go take a nap. And so, like, this person, leaves a couple hours before the shift ends. Because guess what? Technically, they clocked like 16 hours today.
Mm-hmm.
Which really only leaves us with three CNAs on the floor for our whole shift. And we've got, like, our census is roughly around 60.
I agree.
Yeah, that's way too many for
is always a good idea.
Yeah, so like 20 residents per person, pretty much.
You're getting up to correction officer levels. You're still about...
Oh, Sanguine. I work in a facility. It's not necessarily just like a nursing home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we get all the people that, like, the other nursing homes can't or won't fucking take.
Yep.
We get the psychotics and whatnot. So I actually do walk down the hall, especially with, like, one resident in particular. Is like, is this the day I get stabbed in the neck with a colored pencil?
Yep. But what I'm saying is 20 to 1, that's bad numbers. But at least you aren't correction numbers of 50 to 1.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't just lock these people in a cage and just walk away, so...
Yep.
I mean, if I could, I could probably handle 50 residents to one of me.
You say that until some bleeding heart comes down and says, well, you can't lock him in the cage for that long.
He tried to stab me in the neck with a colored pencil. How long?
You can do a couple of days, tops.
Did you hear the part where he tried to stab me in the neck with a colored pencil?
Yeah, that's why it's a couple of days and not 2 hours. Yeah, there were absolutely fucking ridiculous restrictions on everything that we could do. Like, the only way that someone could be in segregation for over, I can't remember the amount of time off the top of my head right now, but was if it was administrative seg, which is protective seg.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the dumb fucks that really needed to just live in seg didn't want to be on ad seg.
They like to live life dangerously. Go figure, they ended up in prison.
Oh no, I'm saying that most of the people that should just live in seg didn't want to be on ad seg, not because they were the ones in danger. Most of the shits that were on ad seg were people that you were going, no, let's just throw them in a housing unit. Standard housing, not special housing, just throw them in one of those, because normally if you were on ad seg, unless you were a snitch, you were a chomo.
Mm.
So the people that were on ad seg, you were going, no, can we just throw them to the fucking wolves? And then the people that you're going, can we just keep them in segregation? They wouldn't be ad seg.
Huh. That's actually pretty wholesome. A dad and his dad and his two daughters rebuild an engine in the house.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So who got pissed off because it's in the news?
Because what's in the news?
Well, you were reading that story somewhere, so...
Oh no, it's just a video on
on
Twitter.
Ah, okay.
Nah.
I thought you had found a news story, and I'm going, okay, so someone's pissed off about this then.
No, I just, every now and then I scroll the For You tab, see what the algorithm thinks I'm wanting to look at and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's dead on, other times it's dead wrong. And yeah, I guess the Bird app knew I was a little stressed from being shorthanded at work. So it's like, hey, here's something that's actually kind of nice.
Here's some wholesome news, and here's some titties.
It's like, keep scrolling, and you're going to see some degeneracy that's going to make you question your faith in humanity. But, for now, since you just opened this thing, here's something nice.
Mm-hmm.
Everything everyone's been asking for. Hardcore nudity.
What gets me is, I have actively, I've muted some stuff because I don't want to see or hear anything about it. And it still gets through on the For You. I've muted the words NBA and NFL, basketball, football, muted the name LeBron James. I still get fucking NBA shit. People, occasionally the argument will break out. Who's the greatest of all time? LeBron or MJ? It's like, gotta hear this shit again.
Yep.
Yeah, it's irksome when it's the same fucking argument constantly.
Also, for me, basketball, professional basketball especially, is unwatchable. Everybody's fucking traveling.
Mm-hmm.
At least the way I was taught basketball as a kid. And I'm not terribly old yet. But, yeah, everyone's traveling. People are fucking, the defense is horrible. And everyone's just shooting threes. I was like, no.
That's like I can't watch professional football.
I can't either.
Because I was a lineman.
Uh-huh.
They don't get the best linemen imaginable. They get linemen that will last long enough. Because the issue with trying to get the best lineman is you'll have an amazing lineman for a short period of time because linemen get chewed the fuck up. So you'd be spending a hell of a lot more to get a better player for about the same amount of time. So you just go for someone who will do the job. Not the best, just someone who can do the job. So, watching it as a former lineman, I'm constantly going, okay, why didn't they pick up that fucking blitz? It was ridiculously telegraphed. Why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? And it's always because, oh yeah, these are the guys that got the job because they will last long enough doing the job that they don't have to find someone else right away.
But yeah, like I stopped watching professional football and basketball before any politics really got into it too heavily. It's not a good product anymore to me.
Yeah.
I will still keep track of like the local college teams.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they play all of OSU's football and basketball games on a radio station that I listen to. So I fucking hate basketball season because like it'll be like a random Wednesday, you know, driving home from work is like I just want to hear, you know, like ZZ Top or Mr. or some shit, you know.
I remember, I think I've told this before. When I went to the first middle school that I went to in that time frame, the music teacher that was there had a vast obsession with Mr. I can tell you, I lost count of fingers and toes of how many times I've heard Broken Wings. Oh my God.
That was my jam in Vice City, just rolling around and, you know, doing drive-bys and, you know, killing hookers.
Yeah. It's like, it's a good thing this is a good song because I would fucking hate this song.
San Andreas, it was Welcome to the Jungle.
Trying to think of what I was listening to most on San Andreas and San Andreas soundtrack. Not video. Let's see. Let's see. Killing in the name.
if you remove the vocals, I like Rage Against the Machine. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about the crying. I had to grab something.
I was gonna say, like, Sanguine apparently is not a fan of Zach De La Roca either.
Although most of the time I listen to Keja. The reggae stuff was the way to go for me on that one.
Rage was... Their songs were good sometimes, but just everything else about them always annoyed the shit out of me.
Well, I didn't think it would take so long to do that, but I am actually starting to fade. So I'm going
Copy
to
that.
call it. Frosted shows up just in time.
Mm-hmm.
But since it is middle of the week, it will be you tomorrow.
You mean middle of the
You
month?
mean middle of the month.
Whatever.
Friday is not the middle of the week.
Well, it depends on what your work week is.
No, but if you have it set up properly where it starts Sunday, ends Saturday, Friday's not the middle.
It's a matter of perspective. Time is
No,
Every day is Friday when you're unemployed.
That's an objective statement. When you order it that way, it isn't the middle.
Anyway. So yeah, join us tomorrow when Sanguine will be hosting.
Yep.
That will be all for us tonight. Have a good night, everyone. The zoo is closed.
Good evening, all.